Okay guys, so we're going to do the grasshopper dissection today. This is our representative arthropod. Okay. So starting with external anatomy, we have the compound eyes up front here. We have a secondary eye actually called an ocellus. It's right up here. It can bring in light. So it's right up here at the top. And basically what that does is if you've ever been around grasshoppers, if one's sitting here, just kind of hanging out, and you put your hand over the top of them, they'll jump away. And that's because the ocellus is registering the lack of light and coming in on top. And so that freaks out the grasshopper, and they tend to jump away from you. Okay. We also have the thorax here, or the prothorax, right up top. We have two sets of wings. We have forewings and hind wings. So forewing is up here. Our hind wing is right back here. One second. Let me back this guy up a little bit. There we go. Okay. So we have our forewing and our hind wing right here. Okay. 6 legs, right? Then we have our abdomen coming down this way. Okay. This guy here is our abdomen. Okay. All the way at the back is where we will see our ovipositor. Okay. If it is a female, if it is a male, there will not be an ovipositor. So this one does not have one, so this guy is a male. Okay. Our mouth part's up here for digesting food. Right? And that's just kind of our external anatomy. So making it an arthropod, we have jointed legs. We have an exoskeleton, a rigid exoskeleton. Right? And then we have 3 different body segments: a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. So we have those 3 different body parts there. Okay, making it an insect. Of course, we have 6 legs. Okay, so those are our different external anatomy. Okay. So to begin, we just got to go ahead and cut right down the middle. Sometimes you can use a scalpel, and sometimes you can use a pair of scissors. I'm going to make my initial incision with a scalpel, making sure to always cut away from you. There we go. Once that initial incision gets made, we'll finish up with our scissors. There we go, right down the middle. Go. Okay. And opening this guy up. There we are. A little bit up this way. Hang on 1 second. Gotta get some pins. Okay. And then we'll go. Oh. There. All right. So now that we got this guy pinned open, we can kind of look at everything that we got here. Okay, so working our way from the top to the bottom, our main structure that we have here is this one that we kind of see right off the bat. This is called our crop. So just like how birds have a crop to help them digest food, so do grasshoppers. So that's what the crop is for. Okay, behind the crop, back here, you can kind of see it towards the back, like right there. Okay, where I'm teasing now, that's actually the aorta. That's the grasshopper's main system of blood. Okay, coming through. Then we have beneath here, if it was a female, we would have the ovaries, but we have a male, so that's not the case here. Okay, so then we have ventrally coming down our nerve cord. Okay, so that's what this light colored cord is right here. So whereas humans and mammals have a dorsal nerve cord, arthropods have a ventral nerve cord. So that's what this guy is here. Ventral nerve cord runs all the way down. You kind of end up like nicking it as you're separating everything, right? But it transmits messages from the nerve ganglion up here throughout the rest of the body. Okay, so we have that guy. Okay, once we get down this way towards the back, here we go. Kind of like clear this stuff out the way here. Okay. We have our midgut, all right, and way towards the back, all the way back here, we have the hearts. So grasshoppers actually have 5 hearts. You can kind of see 1, 2 of them. There will be 5 going all the way down, right? So grasshoppers actually have 5 hearts. Okay. Now, The thing that's weird about insects, besides having 5 hearts, is that breathing, they actually like don't have lungs per se. What they have is these tracheal branches and air sacs. So down here, all the way at the bottom, kind of see it right here, okay, is the air sac, okay, and you have tracheal air branches that you can kind of see off on the side over here in lighter color, okay, off on this side here and off over here, okay. So these are the tracheal air branches. So they actually like breathe through their exoskeleton essentially, okay. So instead of having like one opening where they breathe through, they have several openings that go through their body, and that's where they breathe out of, okay. The front part up here that kind of got cut as I was making my incision down, that's the intestines. So you can kind of see the tube where it goes from like the crop through the gastric circa. That's this guy here, okay, which is basically like the stomach, and then turns into the intestines, and then comes all the way down here to the anus, okay, where all the waste comes out of, right? Way up at top here, yep, there it is right there, okay. So you see this little guy, that is the seminal vesicle, okay, where semen is, okay, for breeding purposes, right? I'm trying to see if there's anything else that we can really see well on this particular view. I don't know if I can see it. Yeah, kind of. Right over here, you can kind of see is the ventral nerve ganglion. Okay, so a big bundle of nerves right there. I think that's pretty much it for this view. Okay, so pretty rudimentary. We don't have a stomach at this point as far as building up our organisms and organs and tissues. Okay, no stomach at this point. We do have hearts, but a pretty rudimentary circulatory system. Okay, we do have a enclosed gastric system, right? One long alimentary canal that's like from the tube to the anus. Okay, so these guys are coelomates. They have an enclosed body cavity. So we have all those. Have some sensory organs, antenna, 2 sets of eyes, right? Those kinds of things. So we're getting more advanced as we like move forward, right? Especially up from the sponges and the cnidarians and the more simpler organisms that we've had so far. So that's where we are at for right now. If you guys have any questions, please shoot me an email, reach out to me on Facebook. Be happy to answer any questions that you got. So that's our grasshopper dissection. Next week, we'll be doing our sea star and our perch, our fish. Okay. Then after that, we'll do our frogs. Okay. So this is kind of like one of the beginning ones that we do. Grasshopper. That's our arthropods. Then we'll step up to our sea stars, our fish, and our starfish, our echinoderms. Okay. Then we'll get more into our upper level chordates. Okay. As far as like our zoology is concerned. So that's it. Hope you guys thought this was interesting. Email me with any questions and stay safe, guys.